Hello, lovers. It is me, Angie, from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring us messages of direction towards our best and highest good using the energies of the daily moon cycle and of the planetary aspects surrounding us. I'll also be using the Sabian symbols as guidance as to where those lessons in the sky are sitting. This message is timeless, however, because energy is cyclical. So do know that whenever you find it is when you are meant to. And thank you in advance for sharing your beautiful energy with me simply by subscribing to the channel so that the messages can align with you more energetically. And if you do find anything contained in today's message that resonates with you, please do hit the like button. And even better, if you can leave me a comment to let me know. You can learn more about me and the email to book a personal reading connected to my homepage. Okay, so I'm giggling here a little bit because I had to restart the reading, and I just thought, well, if it comes back out, then it's meant to be. And here we are. Okay. Now, wow. Okay, this is both pretty auspicious here. Wait till I show you this. Okay. So the reason I'm laughing at this by the book energy here and also all that glitters, I have here our song of the day. I was running the vacuum and thought, well, I didn't wake up with one, so I went about my day. And basically, after I got done with my notes, I was like, oh my gosh, it's a Fafo song. It's called Fooled Around and Fell in Love. Now, for the younger viewers, I don't expect you to know this song, but the reason why it's super cool is because this was a whole shift in perspective. He used to go through a million girls, right? And if he met someone and then he saw the grass was greener on the other side, he'd rip the page out of the book and simply keep it moving. So that's what the song is about. I fooled around and fell in love. And in the lyrics, I just tear out the page. But then I fell around and fell in love. So 11 energy there. You know, if you've been with me for a hot minute, is soulmate energy. And I'm seeing the 11s, which in the Guardian Tarot is a symbol of Six of Cups energy. So deep soul ties, deep bonds, familial bonds. Okay. And then all that glitters is a chuckle because when the song first came out in February of 1975, that was a 22 year, which is a master builder 4 year. I'm just going to try to, there we go, which was a master number 22, a master builder number. It was reissued, okay, in 1976, a year later, which was a 23-year of change. And then it was certified gold on June 23rd, 1976. So we have two 23s here, which are fives, okay, double change energy. Double change, usually for me, a change is 180, but a double change is a full 360. So something coming back around. I used to be one way. I fooled around, right? I did my messing. I used to not fall in love. And now I fall in love because that's what we're born to do. We are born to love. Now, I wrote here today's tower energy. There's a lot of 16s that came up in the symbols as well, because we have Mercury and Jupiter retrograde, both in water signs, Pisces and Cancer, respectively. We have that trine at the 16th symbol, which is going to be the first of 3 runs of that. So you're definitely going to want to take down the date because it'll be the same lessons that are trining each time. So in Pisces, Mercury in Pisces is about the flow of inspiration, the here and now, and how it's connected to the eternal everywhere. And then the other second symbol, Jupiter retrograde currently, is a man before a square holding a manuscript. Okay, so it's kind of like a little, for me, that'd be a brain dump on the smart board or on a regular board. And that's about embracing all the parts of ourselves. Okay, learning how to understand ourselves and then willingly embrace all of ourselves. So he thought he was a fool, didn't fall in love, made sure of it, and here we are now at the end of the song. All that glittered about the single life. Oh my gosh, and it's a 16. Perhaps was not gold. Okay, and then we do have this 30 energy there, saying tick tock, and time is of the essence. With this eclipse happening tomorrow in the sign of Aquarius, the sun and the moon will be conjunct at 28 degrees and some odd minutes, bringing us to symbol 29. And this is a big deal. This is a butterfly emerging from a chrysalis. So it's a spiritual upgrade. Okay. And it looks like here, if we've done the work, we get this upgrade here. Again, time is of the essence. Just curious to look on the bottom there. It's a 31 energy, another 4, and it says why. Okay. And even though those are flags of victory there, I kind of saw it as laundry. This is the first time I'm laying eyes on the whole entire deck because I have coveted this one for quite a while, and I finally got it. So other than that, our major shift of awareness is what I'm going to be asking about today. On the left side of the page, you will see how the tarot energies are playing out in the sky according to the decan that each planet is sitting in. All right, so let's go ahead because our moon is already in Aquarius. We are already entered, well, we will soon be here. We're in the second decan of Aquarius, which is 6 of Swords, which is about moving to calmer waters, especially if there was some kind of tower moment, blah, 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 blah. Already feeling that shadow of Mercury retrograde coming. The 6 of Swords is moving on to calmer waters from something pretty tumultuous. Okay. So early this morning, our sun was at expanding our perception to see something more deeply, doing what is necessary, even if it doesn't feel urgent at the time. For instance, cutting trees in the summertime so that you'll have enough fire logs for the winter. I love that 16 is showing up there today. So let's go ahead and let's grab my nosy deck that is prepped for whatever comes out here for the next reading. Also, let me know what you were doing in 1998 because today's date does add up to a 28, further breaking down to the Wheel of Fortune, further breaking down to the Magician, all 4 aces of potential. Okay, so fooled around and fell in love. If he was given to a whole bunch of energies and then he had his heart awoken. Okay, so perhaps that changed here. He wasn't giving so easily, and that could be because he fell in love. He wanted the 11-11 energy. He wanted his 4 of Wands, where Aries currently is in its last decan of Chiron, the healer. So this could be a message about time, energy, money, especially here with that luck involved, resources. So the luck there, we've got Mercury again trining Jupiter in Cancer. And again, that's all about embracing all the parts of ourselves. Okay, so there's the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck. And then we've got, oh, but should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? A major shift of awareness. What could be stopping the happiest card in the deck is the only thing other than Temperance here, energy that beats the devil. And we do have the sun in its last few degrees before shifting to Pisces on Wednesday. So that is all about alchemy. Okay, like the Temperance energy, alchemizing pain into wisdom, shifting perspectives. Okay, let's see where we go. What's this major shift of awareness about for my lovers here? What is this major shift of awareness? Looks like we're not going exactly by the book here. Major shift in awareness here. Okay, so learning here, I'll take that into consideration. Double page energy, learning about love. Page of Swords, Page of Cups, and then there's the spark, the interest. Okay, well, I'll certainly take that. By the book, huh? Let's see where we go. Maybe you thought you learned about love by the book, and then something glittery comes along that kind of shifts your perspective for good or forever. Okay, let's see what else is happening here. Let's see what's driving your learning here on the bottom of the deck. All right, there's our 8. There's our eclipse tomorrow. Wow, if that's not on top of the energy. Okay, that eclipse, guys, is a major shakeup. Okay, there's the ending of the way we used to do love. And there's Chiron the healer, where we're at 4 of Wands currently in Aries. Okay, wow. That lesson, that 24th lesson in Aries, is all about allowing higher forces to shape our lives. Okay. And we have here, this is again, situation and love. There's some successful completion of a cycle. It is the most powerful card in the entire deck. And we've got 3 major arcanas here in the environmental energy affecting us all. And this is major healing time here. We want to make sure not to view the eclipse energy, even though it's a new moon, where it's dark. It's a portal. Eclipses are portals, letting things out and letting things in. So I don't like to look at those. Maybe it's a little superstitious, but the ancients did not do it either because they thought it was not auspicious to do so. So, situation about love, our opportunity here is to bring some passion out from this locked door here, because there's some healing done here after a cycle of completion. And this is for you, this reading is for you. How you know it is if you've recently taken a leap of faith. And there's the full moon energy. Our last full moon was our full moon in Leo. I believe so. I can't recall off the top of my head. I think so. But see here how she's standing on the hat of a suitor, and she's kind of kicking her heels up here to suitors of the past. And now that she's ringing this bell, right? Ringing this bell like, okay, I have arrived. This could be a new suitor here as she walks towards her future and makes a new wish with that dandelion moon. Okay, so you used to do things by the book, and now following our joy, following our solar plexus. And when we do that, there's victory. So by examining, observing all the past energies here, she's looking back at what she's learned about love. And now as she looks forward, I'm liking the gold here too. As she looks forward, what is driving this passion? What's coming in the near future here? Victory spoiled for choice. Now, a 6 and a 7 would be 13. So that is indicative of what is it that needs to come to a close, what portal is closing, what door is closing, so that a new one can open. Let's see what's driving those energies. Okay, fire, our Mars energy of the Tower. Okay, and what's driving that victory? What I say about the solar plexus. Unlocking your own joy, looking forward towards that joyful passion. Okay, so again, if I'm talking to someone here who has already started a new journey here, and as you see, these elephants are on a journey across the desert. Now, what's driving that 7 of Cups? Okay, I wasn't going to call the Seven of Cups until I saw underneath, because it is attached to a positive energy here of the Six of Wands after a very long walk, a very long journey, a very long battle of looking back. It's taken you a hot minute after this leap of faith to feel like we're in a victorious place. Now, near future with the Two of Swords, that's telling me that it's the crossroads energy. Okay, we've got to expand our perception in order to see more clearly. We don't want to start getting confused again, because then we're going to miss that opening of embracing that spiritual up leveling. And the Two of Swords energy is all about I'm confused. I don't know which way to go. Well, Two of Swords, Libra energy there, that could be due to the opposing energy of Chiron, the healer. Literally, we've got Chiron, which is an Aries, even though that's an Aquarius card, major arcana here, but then it would be right here with the Libra energy. Okay, I'm going to want to clarify that, because I don't know if this is, we're just trying on new masks of our new self here. And look at the masks up here in this card. Now, again, I have not, I don't read the books until I get through the whole deck intuitively, because then I don't want to lose those intuitive interpretations. I do see the transformational butterflies here. I do think I want more, though. Okay, the blocked position. Well, Mercury is trining Jupiter, the planet of luck. Okay, but that is all about, even if it's something, our decision makings don't feel very clear cut right now with that trine of energy. So we do get a dose of luck, though, that comes with it. Again, this is something tangible. The energy's available on the table. It's here. It would just be up to us to put that in an upright position. Okay, maybe this is information we just don't want to know or don't want to hear quite yet. Maybe it's connected to this long journey. Okay, what Spirit wants us to know, card 7 for me, what Spirit wants us to know is there's victory if we have observed our love lessons in the past. Okay. And I love that Chariot energy. So the Chariot's going to come about. We are on a life path one day today, the path of power. It's our red energy. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Sunday would be when we're in this path of change. This is connected to the sister card to the Chariot. The 7 card would be 16 of the Tower. Today is February 16th. So this might be here, the end result. I could be looking at delivering here. Chariot is a delivery of our heart's greatest intentions. And when we know where we've been, the journey we've been on, we can certainly have a better idea of what lights our heart up. Okay, what we need to put an end to from those past patterns and heal in order to bring them out of the closet, make them aware, make us have our awareness. Okay, let's see what's driving those energies. The Queen of Cups, the most love in the entire deck. There's our Jupiter there in Cancer. Okay, and that will be in the blocked position. So we are not wanting to hear something about love. Maybe it is truly okay, even though it was glittery in the start. 16 Tower doesn't mean that it's gold, doesn't mean that it's something that will last forever. Okay, and maybe this is the decision making of why, with this trying to between communication and luck here. Jupiter is in retrograde, so it all is about our own selves. It's retrospective. Okay, let's look at what's driving that Four of Wands. Okay, it looks like this decision making is Empress led here. Okay, and there's reunion energy. It looks like you're off to the races here, more Cancerian energy. The Cancerian energy in the environment here is fueling these cards. So we've got 3 cards of Cancer there. And then with Mercury in Pisces, not seeing a moon. I do have 2 full moons, and I'm not seeing a high priestess about secrets. However, 3 of Cups, I don't see any other 3s here, so I'm not going to assume third party here, but if there is, might be the decision that's not feeling very clear cut right now. Okay, but it does look like it's up to the Empress to understand, right, what it is that's going to unlock this passion. See these keyholes? Okay, it is the opportunity to unlock gold. All right. And maybe if you've had it glittery, maybe it's not been, the worst. Maybe it's just, eclipse the sun momentarily. But maybe this situation here is eclipsing your sun, is what it looks like, and then leading you to this point of, I don't know which way to go. I don't know who I am at this new start. And that fear might be holding us back here from this love that's trying to be communicated. Let me look at, okay. Yep, Queen of Cups. We're afraid to get creamed here. So hearts, Queen of Cups energy is, there's the Temperance, is trying to heal after some kind of betrayal. And maybe that's even to self for keeping our passions locked away. But victory comes with unlocking, okay? Not with being confused here. The lesson. Oof. Guys, it feels like this Aquarian eclipse is like, I can't see in the dark, right? But the Hierophant, this is pitch black out. She only has the light of the moon. And even if it were this new moon eclipse, she has faces all around, a 360, seeing everything from every direction. So no, it's not confusion. That'd be book ending here, this lesson, possibly about third parties. If it's about 2 different people, I don't know which way to go. All right, let's look at the top of these 3 cards here to find out what we would be adding on. Oop, me over here, 2, 3. Okay. Let me get my bearings here a second. So up on top, this would be the extended part of the outcome here, off to, and this is my 6 of Cups. That is someone from the past, guys. It's someone that we've had many, we've built many a memory with. Okay, and that is going to be driven by this Queen of Cups is driving the chariot. But then this 10 of Swords, it looks like it's requiring us to put a fork in something nostalgic. Okay. And then 4 of Cups with the Empress. This is fear, guys, about, well, I've been disappointed before, and what's to say I won't be disappointed again. There's still healing. We can't just jump in the chariot and run off to something new without finding the puzzle piece first of looking back and observing. Even if we feel like we're on an island of one here, this is a reminder that our ancestors, you are not alone. You are trying to be guided here. And it's only about, if we don't overthink it, okay, just every single day, what brings you joy, what feels like victory. What Spirit wants you to know is that this even energy, this 11 energy of past life soulmate here, This is equal energy from both sides, whatever label those two people want to put on it. Okay, and the 5 again. So 5 of swords usually is a nobody wins. So if you don't make a decision, or we're delaying a decision here, tick tock. Okay, why are we delaying something that we know is about to open up a whole new portal of energy for us? If nobody wins. Okay, there are 2 ships there. So there's a need to heal at least one here before this completion of a cycle can be fully completed, and we can move on into those calmer waters here. All right, give me more on this. Nope, I want to change decks. I want more on this block here. Why is 2 of swords fueling the 7 of cups for the purpose of this reading? Okay. You have stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal, what I just got done saying, so that you can be open again. Okay. So we can't just come out of this Ace of Wands closet here without doing the work. We've got major arcana coming in your position, situation, and healing. This is a love situation in need of healing for this new ace of potential. Okay. And this is just a fear. You've just stopped believing. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm on this rock, I'm on an island of one. But that doesn't, just being by yourself doesn't solve this whole fear energy. Pushing yourself away from love and being like, oh no, I'm fine alone. Well, we're pack animals. Our souls are here to learn from these one-to-one connections. And it's kind of like, well, you can't just give up because this fear of, well, I'm just resigning myself that this is going to be disappointing. Well, that's actually the puzzle piece. That fear that's blocking your own dang solar plexus here. You're coming into the past, however, with plenty of confidence. So this new start in Aries energy, we just had Saturn move into the first lesson of Aries, which is a woman rises out of the water and a seal rises to embrace her. So that is all about balancing reality with potentiality. Okay. We're leaving Pisces of what has potential. And then we are rising into the realm of Aries reality, making real what our potential dream was. Wow. Okay. Environmental energy. Waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. So again, this could just be fear of standing at that crossroads, and it just feels like we just don't know where to go next. I feel like I've caught somebody here at the end of a long haul, a long relationship here. So spirit's wanting us to know, okay, in that one-to-one commitment, what helped make it victorious, because it wasn't all bad, right? We wouldn't have stayed so long if it was, unless we had unresolved triggers we are unaware of. And we have to look at that in order to understand what were the victories and what were the failures that we would not like to repeat again. This could be somebody in your environmental energy who you feel responsible for. Like, yeah, Ange, my victory is wonderful. I'm ready to start this new start. But this person is counting on me. I don't know if I'm talking to yang energy here, or simply a sign just that's in heavily masculine energy. All right. Okay. Well, there's our mask again. trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. Just be yourself. Okay. I don't know who I am in this new reality, Ange, is what I said. And then I pointed to the masks up top. Yeah, it feels refreshing to be starting something new, but it's also a little terrifying because we've got to examine, we've got to try on all these different aspects of self. We're going to be different as a singleton, for example, than we are as a married person. We're going to be different. We're going to have different worries as a new business owner versus working for a big corporation. Okay. But this reading is definitely all about love. And all you have to do is bring your dang awesome self. Okay, lovers, only yourself is required. Now, I'm going to get some advice oracles here for all signs. And I want to, with this major shift of awareness, okay, no longer doing things by the book, with this major shift of awareness, if this decision making doesn't feel very easy here, it doesn't feel very clear cut to you, but it does come with a dose of luck when we make that clear cut decision. So, what is some clear cut, simple advice if this reading is resonating for my learning lovers today? And even if this is not your situation, my goal is to hopefully still teach and bring something to the table that is of use to you. Maybe even if it's just to share it with somebody else. All right. Okay, so for this reading and for the purposes of the Aquarian sun energy, the advice here for Aquarius energy is make a plan and then just begin to explore. Okay, 1 foot at a time. You don't know what you don't know yet because you don't know it yet. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep that there for this reading. Okay, underneath that, yeah, that's what it feels like. Kind of clinging on here to past energies, really going down that nostalgia lane, and maybe it's just getting in your head a little bit, but the puzzle piece is in there, I promise. All right, and Pisces. Now we'll go through the rest of the signs. Pisces, advice for Pisces, please. Help with making a decision that does not feel clear cut. So, what is some clear cut, simple advice for Pisces about this major shift of awareness and any decisions they have to make? In 3 and 1. Right up on top, Pisces, clear cut. Reevaluate your priorities, and that is crossed by say no. That is a full sentence. Okay. Keep in mind that is part of the trine of energy. So I think that we'll keep that from the bottom just so we can understand that that's for all of us, whatever the Pisces is sitting in your birth chart. All right. So, example, if your Pisces energy is in your second house of your job, right? Your daily life or your self-esteem, maybe you just really freaking hate it. Is there any other way that you can spend either less time, less energy, less gas, right? There's always other alternatives. You just got to understand what your priorities are. All right, let's look here for Aries. Okay, where Saturn has just entered, moving out of potentiality and into reality. All right, Aries, if there's any addiction energy, that might be the fear there of moving forward, the fear and that we're claiming here that we don't know which way to go, and partnering with the Hierophant energy, this lesson has already been learned. In the environmental energy, do all things in moderation. Okay, so whatever that is for you here, Aries. What about for Taurus? Advice for Taurus for this major shift of awareness. If this decision making does not feel clear cut, what is some clear cut advice? All right, Taurus. A few here: accept what is dying, rejuvenate, and also claim your art. Okay. So Taurus, you're going to be squaring Uranus, and Taurus will be squaring that freaking eclipse. So that's a challenge. If it's a challenge for you to accept what's dying here, especially if it's kind of like shit's a mess, Ange, the acceptance component is going to be very important, because as a square, that's going to be challenging you purposely for growth. Okay. It's time to rejuvenate that thinking, time to get that glittery self ready to go. And on the bottom of the deck are the environmental energy. Okay, we saw that joy energy from the solar plexus chakra, which is going to be Wednesday when the sun moves into Pisces, because it'll be a 3-day. All right. What about for Gemini? For Gemini, this major shift of awareness. If the decision making does not feel very clear cut, we want a card of clear cut advice for Gemini. Gemini. Okay. Gemini, raise your vibration. I talk about ways to do that all the time. If you're unsure, if you're new here, you can Google it. My favorite way is to turn on fun music and dance, or call a friend and ask them to tell you a good joke. Okay, Gemini, look forward, onward movement. There we go. Okay, even if you did things by the book in the past, Gemini, Roman numeral 2 kind of looks like that, even though it's an 11. There you go for you. Look forward, just keep moving. What about for Cancer? Major shift of awareness. This is clear-cut advice for Cancer if something does not feel clear-cut. Okay, facing your adversities and go for your dreams. That's where Jupiter in Cancer is. That will be trining with this reevaluation of priorities and saying no to whatever doesn't light you up. Say no to what doesn't. And then that flowing energy that works with and helps, aids, enriches, right? It's going to help you face that, because that gold energy, if it feels good, it is good. And how appropriate here, trust that there's a divine plan, okay? Wherever Cancer is in your chart. What about for Leo energy? That's going to be opposing or balancing like a teeter with the Aquarian eclipse tomorrow. What about for Leo, trying to balance out this shifting of our spiritual perspective as the butterfly emerges from a chrysalis? That opposition is mirroring. Okay, it brings something to light. It brings something conscious. Okay. Quite a few here for Leo as well. Other side of that, we got conscious on one end there, shifting our conscious up a spiritual level, up a spiritual notch in Aquarius, balancing or opposing that. A butterfly emerging from a chrysalis where that eclipse is. The opposite end of that teeter-totter, Leo's like, no, watch this. Hold my beer. I'm about to bust out. Okay. And accept disappointments gracefully. Don't take things personally, guys. Eclipses shake shit up. Okay. It's a powerful change. It's all about change. And with that new moon energy in Aquarius, it's about bringing love into any situation. All right. So the shadow elements there, the more we fight them, okay, this Leo power card, the more we fight, okay, understanding and learning about what it is that makes us do behaviors on repeat, the more we fight that shadow, the more it eclipses our own sun, our own energy, and the tighter that that shadow squeezes us. Okay. Wow. Busting out of the cocoon, busting out of the egg there, face that shadow wherever Leo is in our chart. Okay, let's go ahead and look at Virgo. That eclipse will be complicating because it's quincunx. All right, simple advice for Virgo, the clear-cut advice for decision making and this major shift in awareness coming right back here to the heart of the reading, guiding the energy here. Unlock your own potential here. All right, environmental energy around you, engage higher reason. I'm instantly getting, if someone's being stupid, just keep your mouth shut. You can't fix stupid. Okay, don't mean to be offensive to anybody around you, but just don't engage. You know better, Virgo. All right. What about for Libra? Going to be trining the energy of that Aquarian eclipse. Simple, clear-cut advice for Libra regarding decision making with this major shift in awareness. Libra. Hang tight there, Libra. Be patient. Okay, we did see your Two of Swords. Maybe you're the Greyhound. Like, I already know where I'm going. I'm not confused. I'm ready to try on all the masks. Could be. Okay. Oh, well, take the lead, right? Be patient. It's going to come when it's going to come. Don't get stuck in the Two Swords. Take that lead. If the opportunity opens itself, this new beginning, crescent moon waxing, then take it. All right. What about here after Libra? We have Scorpio. What about Scorpio? Okay, look forward. Notice how all these elephants are marching forward here. Just one foot in front of the other there, Scorpio. You do have that Mars energy, shared energy of the tower surrounding you. Shine your light. All you got to do when we feel in the darkness, shine our light even brighter there, Scorpio. Simple, clear cut advice for you moving forward, especially if we're avoiding a tower or if we're coming from one. For whoever this reading's for, though, you already had this leap of faith and a new start here. All right. Sagittarius. What major shift of awareness here is coming in for you regarding love? And if there is a decision making may not feel clear cut right now, what is some clear cut advice for Sagittarius? Okay, that eclipse is going to be sextile your Sagittarius placement. Laugh at your demons. A sextile is opportunity, it opens doors. Okay, so Sagittarius is like, I know damn well what my shadow is. I accept it and I laugh at those demons. Okay. TikTok here too. Environmental energy. Maybe you're waiting on someone else to wake up, but never wait, Sagittarius. You got to keep going. Okay. You never know when that door is going to open again. So you want to take advantage while you can here. All righty. And we've got Capricorn energy here. Capricorns, that'll be semi-sextile, that eclipse tomorrow. What clear-cut advice do we have if a decision does not feel so clear-cut? Capricorn, seek the hidden treasure. Okay, all that glitters is not gold. Maybe you just need to change of mask here. If there's a tower falling, let it fall. Focus on success and what makes you happy. Okay, don't hide all of your passion and all of your talents. Like, this character knows what the F she's doing here. She can make anything out of nothing. It's like champagne dreams on a beer budget here. She can create anything. Surrounding you, Capricorn, be open to love. Well, that's a nice way to end this reading, because the song was I fooled around and fell in love. So maybe when you least expect it here, you're searching for this treasure, maybe just keeping your nose down to the grindstone and work, and fooled around and fell in love. Okay. Refocusing your attention. Maybe you're out of balance there a little bit. Learn from or help to teach that Aquarian energy. Okay. Just allow what will be with that major change. Allow what will be to be. All right, guys. I hope that message finds you well and that it was helpful for you. I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.